Hello everyone, welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis for the Blood Bowl 3 2025 World Championships play-in stage. This is probably the, maybe tied first, although we did watch the other one, and that might change my opinion. For the unluckiest draw of the first round, we had Misspelled Tree versus Diom Lord, and here we have PurpleChest versus Crystal Hunter. Thank you for the follow. Halftime OJ. Good timing. Crystal Hunter and PC both qualified. Oh, no, he didn't. PC qualified through some kind of league. Okay, PC qualified through something called DBL. I don't even know what that is. I thought he qualified through the ladder, but he didn't. Crystal did qualify through ladder. It is quite the matchup for a first round. Yeah, you'd be. I mean, to be fair, there are 64 coaches. You expect that, like, with maybe, I can't remember how many there was, 3 or 4 top tier coaches, and then maybe like 10 second tier coaches, good second tier coaches. Some of them will play each other, right? So we have PC with Dark Elves, 11 men, Apo, 3 Blodge Blitzers, no 4th Blitzer to allow him the second Witch, both of which have Wrestle, and then a runner with Leader. And Crystal's Rats have gone for the 2 reroll Leader on the Thrower build. We've got the Juggernaut Roger. We've got Blodge, Rodge, and Strip. Strip actually coming in useful in this matchup. I still hate it. And then Mighty Blow and Guard on the Blitzers. That would be my particular choices as well. And he's kicking. I don't know whose choice that was, but he's kicking. PC, a noted hater of the Daka, so I don't suspect we'll see a Daka here. PC won the toss, we are being told by a reliable source in chat. I'll be honest with you, not the strongest anti-blitz defense here, is it? This guy being there, he's gone in for all hitting on the Rats. The guy in the middle is guard, so he's going to have assists in to take these 2Ds. It feels like he could have had one of these not in there. Like, this guy in the middle doesn't need to be there for this. Because if you put an assist in there, that's a 2 dice. And then if you get the POW, that's a 2 dice. And that's a 2 dice. Or you can bring an assist in here, and that's a 2 dice, and that's a 2 dice. It feels like this should have been over here to make this stronger. It's not crazy, like, weak. But if this was out here, and then this middle guy was here, then both sides are covered adequately. Little change, and then this guy goes in to be the assist anyway. Because you still have to put the assists in. The middle guy just not doing enough here and would have been better off making the anti-blitz stronger, in my opinion. Ball goes into that area as well. So imagine if this was a blitz, right? Look at that kick. Imagine if this was a blitz. This guy just goes there and you've got players. You could possibly get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you could get the wrestle under the ball. He's getting blitzed. Yeah, you could absolutely get like some real problems for the Dark Elves on a blitz there. Whereas if she was there and he was there, much more difficult to get anyone under the ball. And certainly more difficult to get anyone around the ball once there's someone under it. Replays are not working half-time, no. Afternoon, Tim. Afternoon, Petey. They break, yeah. The biggest problem with them is... So what normally happens is if someone fails something, failed pickup, failed pass, failed catch, failed whatever, the game breaks. Sometimes your pointer turns into the kickoff arrow with all of the stuff on the pitch to go with it. No, not at all. It fixed nothing. Everything that was wrong with replays yesterday is wrong with them today. But when it breaks, you can't press pause anymore. And if you try to press rewind to go back and look at things, which is kind of the point of the replays, it jumps. So say you're on turn 4 and the game is broken and you press rewind. You can suddenly find yourself on turn 13. The game just jumps to a random point in the future. And then you have to go back and find where you were. But by that point, the game has been spoiled. And in case that wasn't enough of a spoiler for you, what also happens is the result of the game comes up on the screen in a giant black square. That's fun for replays. We get rid of the guard and the Apo, like, keeps it on the pitch. It is the problem with putting the guard there, isn't it? It doesn't really cause that many problems. It's pretty... Because he didn't back it up. We should talk about Crystal's setup, actually. Like, the problem with this is it doesn't cause enough problems because he hasn't got any players on this line. He needs to back it up if you're going to do this, in my opinion. Could have had the rats down one in the aggressive line. To help out a bit so that he can't put assists in there without blitzing people. Could have gone for, instead of a spread, could have gone for full denial on the LOS. Could have had a Roger there and then 2 assists here so that they can't be cleared for this square. That denies the LOS, right? So he could have gone in, and instead all he's done is been a minor inconvenience, like real minor inconvenience that exposes his guard. And the guard is really useful in this matchup, not just for the play in general, but the guard will be really useful for the one turn. If anything happens to the Roger, the guard is the only way the one turn can happen, really, after that. I'm not a massive fan of rolling dice with the ball like this, but I also don't hate it. What I am wondering is who's picking up the ball. I'm going to assume that... Yeah, like he could have denied LOS hits. So I'm going to assume that what's going to happen is he's hoping for these blocks and then he's going to blitz with the last one and go back and pick up the ball. But if that's the case... This witch could be here, and this witch could be here. Because he's going to take a blockless block in a minute. So if he does end up doing that, if the plan is to blitz with the blitzer, this should be protected better. And because he goes that way with the thing. There we go, right there. This one's going to blitz now. Oh, he doesn't take a blockless block, sorry. He goes diagonal. Maybe he would have taken a blockless block if he'd got a push there. So this one's the going to... I'm guessing, because he hasn't set up any assists, this one's going to blitz and pick up the ball. So what's this witch doing? There we go. Hey, I haven't seen this game. I don't know that was going to happen. Pretty funny that he did exactly the thing, but did it after rolling a bunch of dice. Like, that should have been first actions, right? So his brain waking him up a bit, realizing that, like, this is something he should do. And it is, in fact, exactly what I said. He's going to blitz and go back and pick up the ball on a blodger. Fails the pickup. And has to re-roll the pickup. And interestingly, that he has to re-roll the pickup because of the screen that he put in. If I go back here... Oh... If I go back here, he says, I have no idea what part of the game that was. It's so much fun using the UI. Put in the runner there to protect it. A bit, because it doesn't really protect it. What we could have done is put the lino forward and the witch out there away from the ball. So you could consider eating the failure. Like... Maybe you don't against rats anyway when you have 4 rerolls. But you could also snake the pickup. So these two would be better up. And then over here, so you've got the... You can't go there, annoyingly, because of the roger. He can surf. Although I don't know if he would surf if there's a witch behind, because it's hard to protect from the counter surf. But he probably would. It's crystal. Yeah, but you can snake, like, you got to cover a snake, right? And covering a snake is better by having it away from the ball. We've talked about it a lot on this channel. When you can... There's no reason to screen on the ball, because if he snakes, it's... Even if it just goes through the witch, it doesn't have to, like, bounce through everyone and go that way, which is a possibility. We've seen crazier things happen. But even if it just goes through the witch, or it just bounces into one of these 2 squares on a snake, you can just blitz him and scatter it again. Or blitz him and, like, knock him down and then come in and, like, try for the 4+ or whatever. But you can certainly scatter the ball again. And if it goes north, then it's an easy pickup with rats. So, like, it's one of those things, right? People are just used to standing on the ball as a screen, and it's not always a good idea. In fact, it's regularly not a good idea. You can screen one away, and it's better. Like, to me, this would have been better up there, and up there. Because if he snakes then, the ball's just landed in one of these squares. He's still standing on it, so it's landing in a tackle zone. You have to try and get the witch out of the way to come round and get it. Nobody else can come round. And there's nowhere it can land that you can just immediately scatter it again. For free. So it would have been better to be further up. Like, this could have gone horribly wrong, couldn't it? You could lose. If that reroll is a 1, you could just lose. Because it could land on this square and bounce north. Or it could land on... Oh, look at that. I mean, if I press back now, I don't know what's happening on the screen. It's so annoying. You can just see what the problem is, right? If it lands in either of those 2 squares, it can be scattered via the lino. And if it lands on her and she doesn't catch it, it can be even worse. So sometimes it's better to just screen one away. It's a nitpick because obviously 1 in 36 into something else. But when there's no downside to it, you absolutely do it. When there's no downside to it, you just do it anyway. One block. Classic crystal. Hope you enjoyed your 11 men there for 1 turn, PC. Good job. Barely any difference, by the way. Barely any difference. Mighty Blow in an armor 8 and not Mighty Blow in an armor 7. Like, very little difference in removal rates. So, yeah. PC absolutely hates a Daka, takes a death immediately to try and, like, you know, change his mind about that. Does leave, like, sacrificial lambs around the place. I don't hate it. Not really a lot you can do to not do it. So the problem is, this is old school, isn't it? It's just do-si-do in. He's going to do-si-do, eat a Mighty Blow blitz every turn, hope he can remove a rat in return himself. Not a blitzer, that was just a lino, and it's dead, so it's only a 35% chance of the apple working. So, not worth it. Badly hurt, I would have appoed it, even on an unskilled lino, to maintain 11 men. But I'm not doing a 35% for it. Oh, we're blitzing with the Roger? Okay. This exposes the Roger, I think. Okay, good old Roger. Most reliable big guy in the game. We all love a Roger. Oh, I don't like this block. I don't like this block because it stays on the Roger. That feels bad. I would have got the fuck away from the Roger. If we're going to do-si-do anyway, I would have left no one in blitz range of the Roger. Because he can't move, can he, if he can't blitz? Like, it's 4+ to get him up off the ground if he can't blitz. So if you just move everyone over to the other side of the pitch, out of range of the Roger, it's a 4+ that he just stays on the floor or eats one of his own players. But now you've given him the perfect way to get back up. 3 dice on a Blodge Blitzer. Also, that ball is exposed. This ball is exposed, PC. Can we just move the ball with your untouched players before rolling dice? Come on. I don't So I don't really understand the point of these, like, turns when you're Dark Elves against someone like Crystal playing rats. It's still a do-si-do, right? We're going up here. He's not actually going to push down there on turn 4. He's going to come back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he's probably not going to do a rush to blitz him. He's probably just going to blitz him, right? To get the Roger up. So I suspect what we'll see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll probably get some players just here, allowing trap space down the side. And we'll hold this line to stop the do-si-do back, because Crystal wants him to push up here this early, because he can crash in then. Oh, okay, so he's going to block with him, so he can blitz this one with the Roger. So he gets 2 hits. Oh, that's broken, Jim. What's gone on there? For me, that just shows us some letters. Does that work? It works in my stream elements. Doesn't work on my actual chat. That's weird. That works. No full pow. The Rogue's based here in a stilly place. So I don't like this blitz from Crystal. The Rogue's based in the worst place here. Now you have to go and back up the Rogue. Yeah. See, now you're wasting players backing up the Rogue because you could have just six diced him. And you're not. Then this isn't trap space at this point. This is just straight up space. Like, this isn't trap space, is it? This is going to be so much harder to crash in on, seeing as you're already, like, crowded around the halfway line. This just seems like, oh, fuck, I didn't roll a POW. I've got to defend the Rogue because I need him for the one turn. But, like, you could have, like, maybe defended the drive instead and not needed to one turn. Just one in regular play. Oh, PC. Oof. PC. Oh, the worst. I really hate doing the thing. Like, can I roll up and see if the dodge was not a 1? Like, I had a 1? Because, oh, no, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have won in 81 regardless. What a shame. I know, it doesn't actually matter. Like, you know, that's not how it works. But I would very much have loved that to be anything other than a 1 or a 2. But the skulls were first on both blocks, sadly. So he was always failing that. What an absolute shame. Would have been much better if that dodge had cost him moving everyone away. But it's pretty unlucky, to be fair, the skull into skull. It's, what is it, 91% or something, that blitz? It's something like that, isn't it? And, of course, takes a removal as well. No POW. Yeah, I don't think it's exactly 90% though, is it? I think it's something like 91% or whatever. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's something like that. Yes, so when you uphill with block against no block, the only failure is a skull. And a skull comes up on a 2-dice block 30% of the time. So if you're going to reroll it, the failure is 30% of 30%. Which is a little less than 10%. That's how you work those odds out. So it's a very likely thing to happen. It's slightly better than doing a 1 in 9 dodge away, which is why it's the correct play. And more importantly, it has the better success state of freeing up the 2 who don't get that dodge with dodge. So it was the right play and just got unlucky dice. Basically, somewhere around 9 times out of 10, he would have been away. Because he also has to 1 in 36 dodge away. And then the others are 2 pluses to go with him. He could have had his entire team up here, away from the Rogue and people down here. Wouldn't have taken that block that got him a removal. And had more players for the rest of the drive. So it was very unlucky to suffer that. When basically Crystal had conceded the drive by jamming all of his players into the middle of the pitch. And now he gets to come back a lot easier. Less players to defend the ball for PC. I mean, PC will fight tooth and nail to score on turn 8 here. Anything else is an absolute disaster against 11 rats. Moves the ball first. Delightful. He's going to have to dodge to fill the square here afterwards. Can't go for the 3 dice because it would leave the cage based. And, oh, okay, hang on. Has to do a 3+ dodge because he's not quite done that right. Oopsie poopsie. And then just does a load of dodges like a luck a dog. Another one here. Stuns himself. So, like, not particularly necessary there, was it, from PC? He, like, could quite easily have just not done a wrestle blitz. Could have moved up the cage and then just done a regular blitz on, like, the gutter runner. Even with, like, an unskilled player. And being more safe about it. That was pretty risky, going for the greedy hit on... It's not even the gutter you should care about, the wrestle one. Like, this is the one you should care about. So he probably should have just blitzed and been safe. Like, I think what he was hoping for is some kind of damage, because there's 11 rats still on the fucking pitch. And he's down to 9, and he's got to try and stall this out. A bunch of turns, and he's already deep in the corner. This, by the way, PC, strength of the Daka. That this doesn't happen to you. Trying to stall this out for 3 turns, real rough. Yeah, 0 cage at all he's ended up with. It's basically red dice strip, like, for free. Could have gone forward there with him. So, yeah. Sloppy turn from PC. After a sloppy turn from Crystal, so we'll see which one of them's punished the most. I mean, if I'm honest, just through fair play and karma, seeing as he 90% failed this, you kind of want him to 90% fail this, right? Just to even things out. That seems fair. So as much stick as I give Crystal, this is actually the thing that he's the best at. Just harassing a cage, harassing a bad position. Like, this is quite literally the strength of his play. Yay! I mean, it wasn't quite the 90% fail, because obviously he doesn't have block. So it's much lower, but, like, it'll count. I mean, it's fair. So the problem is here that Crystal didn't cover the push back to the middle. This is really just a 2+ to push back to the middle, isn't it? I get that you would want to, but you only needed 1 gutter for recovery. I would have put the block gutter here. To stop the push back to the middle if this fails. It feels like it's greedy to leave both gutters. Like, only one of them can pick up the ball. It's not like you need them both. So it feels greedy to not do that. He also didn't really cover, like, PC deciding to come backwards. Not that I think he will, because it's easy to push through here with just a simple 2+. Not even a 2+. He can just put an assist round and do a 2 dice blitz. Oh, no, he can't put an assist in these squares. He can't go through it then with the... Oh, no, I guess he could put the assist there and risk the 2+ dodge to go round him. Maybe. Maybe I'd do that to get back to the middle. It feels like you have to get back to the middle. You can't stall here. Firstly, there's a gutter in the middle of your stall. So I think this here would have been super strong. And it feels like a mistake to leave both of these waiting for the ball. like it's going to matter. I kind of have this sneaky feeling that, like, Crystal was thinking about if the ball goes up here, he can get it and give it to this one and run away and win and glory and stuff. But if it just feels like, I feel like if you get the ball on him and come over here, you've won anyway. So you should have thought ahead and blocked the push through to the middle. So it looks like he's going to do the blitz, just the 1D blitz with the ball carrier. Yep. Skull. Skull. I mean, again, there is a 2D here, but the 2D also necessitates... Hang on. The 2D also necessitates rolling a snake, right? There's nothing you can do about... If you want to get to the middle here, someone's got to roll a snake. Like, there's just no way to get around that. So, as much as, like, you can say this sucked, to me, there's no way to get around this. Someone's rolling a snake. I don't think there's any way to stall this without rolling a 2+. Yeah, and worse, yeah. I mean, but someone has it. Like, it's terrible that it's him. But all of these have to dodge. And, like, if you made this a 2+, the ball carrier would still have to dodge. Because the ball carrier's making the blitz there, and then would have to dodge to get round him. So he could have made the 2+. But if he'd snaked that dodge, we would all be in the same position. So I don't think you can avoid a 2+ with the ball carrier here. Because to avoid the 2+ with the ball carrier, you'd have to do a 1 in 36 with him. And then the ball is just here, right next to the strip baller anyway, and is getting 2 dice. So it's just shit. The alternative was to score, and there's no way that, like, even if you have to dodge all of these, you're down to about 80-odd%. I'm telling you now, like, if I was playing Crystal, and again, like, you know, we all know that, like, me and Crystal don't get on about his ability in Blood Bowl, but he's still a very good player. If I was playing Crystal and I gave him a 3-turn with 11 rats, I'm pretty much assuming he's going to score. Like, I don't think I can do anything about that. It's next to impossible. I certainly don't think I've got, like, an 80% chance or whatever it is of stopping it from scoring, which is what all of these dodges add up to. So I think I do exactly the same as PC here. And then just be sad. Maybe I do something slightly different. He has got a free player here. I don't know what I do with him, just in case. Maybe just, like, put him there or something to cover the failure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he's pretty good to come through after you, isn't he, for free? So yeah, I maybe just don't do anything. It's different. This is just the play, and he got unlucky. Hey! Oh, there we go. What a delightful example of how the replays are not fixed. Also, I press pause and stuff is still happening. And now we're in the second half. The failed handoff halftime is what fixed it. Anytime there's a failure like that, it breaks. Oh, Christopher. Christopher, that is something I have not considered. The replays were generated before the fix. That shouldn't be the case. But that is something interesting that could be relevant. Good thought. So, could we have done anything different here for Crystal for that turn? What the fuck? Yeah, we could. We haven't blitzed. That's a good start, isn't it? We haven't blitzed. We're not really covering the pickup. Not that we can super cover the pickup, but we could cover it a bit better than this. So we could blitz. We could free up some rats with the blitz here. Could free up both of these rats to come up and cover the handoff. So he can go there to cover the pickup on the sideline. We can blitz to free up these two rats. They can come over here to cover the handoff. And then off you pop. Off your potato. All the way over here. All the way over here. And then you can take a blockless block to bring this one over. You can move the Roger. Like, so yeah, this is, again, weirdly, this is what I mean. Like, Crystal was good with the pressure, but again, didn't, just assumed he would succeed here and didn't cover this break into the middle. PC then did basically the only thing he could do, rolled a snake, which should remind you that snakes happen. And then PC did not play as safe as he should have done. As simple as that, isn't it? Simply just didn't play as safe as he could have done. Even the, like, 1 in 81 is better than the 1 in 36. Could even have just taken those to free up more line rats beforehand. Basically everything he could have done, didn't do. So should have blitzed first, and then covered both the pickup and the handoff. Just because this is important, right? This is the kind of thing that maybe you don't think about too much when you're playing ladder a lot, and that kind of makes you, like, sloppy. This is why you should play more games, more and more games against good players, as many as you can, because this is the kind of thing you can just get away with in ladder, and he just feels sloppy. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my god, I've won. I'm gonna just do this, and it's like, but the reason you won is the reason you should be cautious right now. You won because snakes are a thing. Because it's not even one snake, right? The pickup is a snake, and then this is a snake, which is around 95%. Which sounds crazy, but like 1 in 20 times that play doesn't happen. That's not crazy, is it? 1 in 20. I've pressed pause, for fuck's sake. Oh, these fucking replays. Is he scattering? He's scattering, okay. PC still has a reroll and Crystal doesn't. That's a 5+ pickup. He's just done it. Oh my god, okay. Well, that is some dice lordiness. I mean, I guess it's fair, right? PC's had 2 turns of dog shit dice, 90-odd% failure, 97% failure. 5 plus pickup is only 55%. It's not crazy. The rest of the dice were pretty easy. 2s. The 5 plus pickup without using the reroll was the lucky part. And he kind of had to go for it, so it's not even like you can complain. Dodges through, and then fails the rush. Perfect 8-turn stall. Never in doubt. What a weird blitz. What a weird blitz that is. Why are you blitzing a Rog gutter? Oh my god. Fucking state. Yeah, he could have chained the stripper off the pitch. Blitzed here, up there. We've got the T shape here. So we block out this way. And we're blocking that way. I mean, can we? We have to do a dodge, don't we, to do it? Oh, sorry. I thought you were on about just doing some complicated chain push to surf him off the pitch. I mean, he could have done it. It's just a dodge, so you probably shouldn't, right? I don't think it's that important to risk 1 in 36 in again. But you meant Crystal to avoid the rush last turn. Oh, for fuck's sake. So hard to see anything. Oh, yeah, he didn't just fill that square. Absolutely right. Could have blocked him this way and filled the square. Chained him that way. With no rerolls, it's better, isn't it? Because that's a 1 in 9 block. And you're doing a 1 in 6 rush, so... In that case, then, should have died. It should have been a dead, instant dead gutter. This is a greedy blitz, PC. Okay, to be fair, when I say it's a greedy blitz, my mind immediately went to, like, possibly surfing the guard with the ball carrier to score, which is also greedy. but it's a thing. Like, that might actually be more worth it, right? Because the guard is going to make everything a lot easier for him. I wouldn't risk a 1 in 36, but a 1 in 81? Yeah, but he's rolling blocks anyway, Mr. Greedy, so, like, he's risking the quads regardless, right? So what I'm risking with the one wrestle ball carrier is a 1 in 81. It's a shame that it required a dodge to surf the body of this gutter, because that's what I was looking at when you said it. Because it blitzed down there and then pushed over there, and then, like, you got the witch to surf, but you needed, like, 2 people here. I wouldn't have. I would not have taken the piss out of him for trying to surf this guard with the ball carrier before scoring. Just because, like, he's done no damage, so any damage on any of the skilled players is better. But this is, like, really low chance, isn't it? It's 30% POW before you get the chance of hurting him. Surfing. considerably higher chance of hurting something when he's used his Apo already. So I wouldn't have hated it. Like, of all the greedy things, that seems to have, like, the better payoff. And now he's gotta hope the crystals one reroll, because he brings on his leader, isn't enough for the one turn. What we'll do at the halftime mark is I'll black screen and restart the replay to get rid of this shit. And there we go. He's oh, hang on. So I'm not certain this is better when you don't have a full backline. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but if you don't have a full backline, I guess it kind of just is. You can't really do a lot, can you? Well, you've got no guard yourself. You've got no sidestep. You can't do a lot up here. Maybe make some walls. It's so hard to stop, like, a juggernaut fucking one turn. I guess he just stays it there and hopes he fails. Like, this is all that rats have, in my opinion, other than dicing people by taking no damage and doing damage of your own. Like, all that rats have is this one turn. I really am annoyed by this now. Wait, what? Hang on. So we're just doing this so we can eat a POW. And then that goes there to there to there. And we've put him there to utilize, but we've already blitzed, so this will be a block. So why is that the Juggernaut? Why is that the Roger? Why isn't that the Blitzer? If we're not using the Roger so that, like, he doesn't do something stupid, why the fuck is the Roger the backup plan? This guy should be there, right? This is weird from Crystal. Like, I understand that you only need 2 POWs here, right? So why are you risking one of them on a 1 in 9 loner, idiot? You either utilize the Roger to do the blitzing, or you don't use him at all, because you don't need to use him. Which you don't need to use him. 2 POWs will put you in range here. Terrible backup plan. Come on, Crystal, you're better than that. And that's me saying it. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Why? But that's also not a block guy. I guess he's gone with this one in the middle. Was he going to do that in the first place? So this is... If this was the plan, the block guy could have been over there, like on this corner, and we could have got another push out of it. Was there a 3 dice at least? I was too busy complaining about the one turn to even register that he actually bothered to block. That was a really sloppy one turn. So I was scoring on the wrong gutter, right? So the Roger backup plan wasn't a backup plan, which is, I guess, okay. But in that case, the Roger's still in the wrong square because you could have had an extra push if you'd put the Blitzer over there in the other direction and pushed him back this way. You could have got an extra push out of it to remove one of the rushes pretty easily without like any worry in the world. I did change the plan. Okay. I mean, I kind of liked that was the plan after the thing. I thought I was just wrong. I mean, obviously, those gutters should have been the wrong way round. You don't risk the... You don't risk the stripper if you were going to use the middle one. And yeah, like if he's pushing in that direction, you don't need the kid here because he is going to be closer when you throw the pass. Yeah, just sloppy for no reason, just sloppy. Sorry, I was talking. I didn't actually load the replay back up. I'll be with you now. You expect better. Like that's one of the things. That's one of the things I would normally have said that Crystal is better than me at. Possibly the only fucking thing, other than being nice to cheats. Right, welcome back to the second half. I just did that to get rid of the kickoff thing. First thing that breaks, we'll just get rid of it. We'll just fuck it again. So PC's got to do all of this with 9 players. So honestly, he's probably already thinking about just giving up this drive and overtime. But as long as he doesn't take any more damage, 9 elves is enough to defend. Especially if he can get a clipper removal of his own somewhere. Gutter runner, can't. Wait, how many did you start with? Roger and 2 runners? If so, get a 3rd one. We've done the thing here, haven't we? Is he going to pick up with the gutter or this? Because if he picks up with the thing, this is a 1 in 9 into going through him. Possibly going through him, which again is the same problem that the Dark Elves had. So are we going to go for the 1 in 36 pickup? But it's only 1 in 36 if you're willing to use the reroll. Or do we go for the 1 in 9 and just hope that bad scenario doesn't happen? One in 9 it is. Doesn't 1 in 9. Isn't it nice when you don't 1 in 9? This is going to be the blitz then, surely, because he stood him up. And we are going to use utilize the blodgers. So for me, the problem here is where he's put the blodgers. I would allow space down the side to not have this blodger be 3 into 2 jammed against the sideline with a Roger also on a witch. Nope. Okay, never mind. Crystal going the other way, not even utilizing the Roger. That seems okay, right? The Roger is a liability to his own team. And he's not in a rush to score here. Even Crystal can't think, I'm going to score quickly and turn him over, right? 9 elves with a ball on a blodger. Still totally enough to short drive him. So even Crystal's looking at overtime here. I mean, he's barely the bashy team, JD. Mighty, like I said, Mighty Blow on Armor 8. Very little difference to no Mighty Blow on Armor 7. Slightly better, but not much. Well, yeah, being up 2 players now, but that doesn't make him the bashy team. That makes him the luckier dice roller. Chevrons covers an extra column, Riptro. So this front one is one to the left. Because, and also he's got frenzy, so you can't column on the side anyway. So if he moves the back one here to be columns, he allows a Narnia to come round the side, right? For free with no dice. I mean, sure, but like we wouldn't say that. We would just say he's men up, right? Both of these teams are equally bashy and one of them's men up. Okay. Hasn't had to waste a reroll yet on an annoying dodge. Every single one of those dodges that he makes. I just noticed PC got a reroll on the kickoff, so he's got 5 rerolls. That's impressive. Oh, he's going in for the witch. So this looks like he is going to take his base now around the side. Not a lot, really, that PC can do about this, frankly. Yes. So if they haven't got Frenzy, a Chevron is irrelevantly weak on the outside. So if there's no Frenzy on the other team, a column here is obviously better than a Chevron, because otherwise you can just go through the back player. Oh. Oh, fuck off. I'm gonna start taking this like fucking kickoff indicator as just like, hey, someone did something stupid. The ball is on like a strength 3, movement 7 player. Why are we rolling 2 1 in 36s? Like, that seems completely pointless. All I can think of is Crystal's actually thinking of scoring. So he's this fucking thing. So he's run the risk of like the 95%. Like, that's all I can think of is he's done the risk of scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when I say he can score, like, he can sack the ball. That's not even hard. That's a 2-2-3 to 2 dice a wrestler. I'm not missing anything. Nothing disappeared when I did a rewind, right? He can just sack the ball here. He can sack the ball, and if the ball, like if he sacks a POW to there, Or if he wrestles and it goes through one of these players to here. He even has red dice options to scatter it again. This is bizarrely weak when you've got 11 players. Oh, okay. PC decides none of that sacking the ball nonsense. That'll be for other folk. Ooh, okay. We're risking... So, I'm guessing what's happening here, other than the fact that PC just randomly decided to not go for a crazy easy sack, is that he's also thinking Crystal's only done this to score. Right? Because I can't think of any other reason to just risk the 2 1 in 36s other than to score. So he thinks that the leader's not in any danger because that's a bad blitz, isn't it? And immediately 1 in 9s. Alright, so what do you do here if you're Crystal? Actually, that is a bit of a problem. What do you do here if you're Crystal? You can't protect the ball while you're doing a 1 in 36 on the witch, because he seems like he wants to score. Like, it feels like there's no reason at all to do what he did unless he wants to score. So that he wants to score. Yeah, but he wants to score. I mean, he's got a gutter out here. That's the 1 in 36 to score, isn't it? Just hand off to this gutter. Like, that's the best one, surely. That's the play. You get rid of this guy with multiple blocks. You blitz him. So you can cover a handoff with this spear guy here. And then you go over and you hand off to him. If you want to score, that's the safest way, isn't it? It's just some 1 in 30... 1 in... I mean, I guess it depends. 3, 4, 5, 6. Could make this a 3 dice. Could even surf him crazily before you go over a 1 in 36. But no, I would just try and get rid of him. Out of the way. Hopefully roll a pow in the 15 dice you've got. And then go and hand off to him. I don't know why he wants to score. Seems optimistic, but it is Crystal. That is his modus operandi. So that's what I would do. I would hand off to that guy over there and score. But I'd cover it as best you could. Doesn't get a pow. Oh, okay, we're not doing that. We freed up the Roga for a blitz. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, we don't do that. That was not one of the options. I mean, it was one of the options. It's just a particularly stupid one. Yeah. Like, if only there was some spare players hanging around anywhere at all that could help you. I mean, you didn't need to do it. Like, you just didn't need to do it. Oh! Oh, based on, like, people saying it's coming or whatever, I was assuming that he was about to loner fail, but he's just decided to lose? I mean, that's a choice. That's certainly a choice. To just decide to lose. What a weird thing to do. Did he have an urgent appointment? That's why he was trying to score quickly? Did he have the runs? How weird. How fucking weird. Okay, well, putting that insanity aside, what do we do as PC here? I mean, this is the block, right? Because I kind of want to surf him. The problem with anything... So, there are two options, aren't there? There's trying to surf him, and then you could be worried about the throw-in. But the throw-in's coming on this angle, so it's not landing on a gutter for a start. There isn't a gutter in the angle. So it's definitely not landing on a gutter. Could land in amongst a bunch of rats. But if you don't surf him, you could roll a bunch of pushes, and then you just still get scored on anyway. So I feel like you have to surf him. You've got plenty of elves around the place, and you're fucking elves. And then, even if it does go somewhere, you've surfed a gutter, which can't be bad. I don't think there's anything bad ever about surfing a gutter, so... The POW there means... The POW there almost guarantees you surf, right? Because now you don't need two separate players. Oh god, he's followed. Well, now he can't surf. I mean, he can, but now he needs, like, to take a block there, which needs an assist. And then he needs an assist for the surf. Now he's used three extra elves. He's gonna fucking blitz back inwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can't even push into extra blocks. So he's just hoping that he gets the wrestle/POW. Like, the wrestle's pretty bad, isn't it? If you get pushes into a wrestle from this square, there's like 47 rats right here. This is like where the rats live. I don't know if you've noticed, there's a lot of rats there. That seems real bad. Well, can't do either from this square, so we're already down to 4 dice. Double full POWs, obviously. Scatter south. Scatters north. Perfect scatter. Oh. Okay. Okay, so interestingly, now PC has decided to play super safe and cover the pickup. Thank you for the follow, Foulmouth. Whereas, I think right now, you don't need to play that safe. Like, you could win if you just took a little risk there. I mean, the surf was the little risk you should have taken. But you could be away with the ball. So this looks like he's going to still be surrounded by rats at the end of this turn. Oh. Doesn't snake... Oh, come on. So he was going to do that anyway? This is what I mean, right? So he's covered the Roger. That's okay, Farmer. He's covered the Roger and the pickup, like, ish. But then he's picking up on someone who has to dodge. That's a 1 in 36. Why didn't you just pick up on the runner for a 1 in 36? And be further away from, like, the Roger and stuff? And also, if he goes for the strip or you snake somewhere and you don't have great covery, you have dump off. That feels weird to think that it's safe to cover a pickup, but pick up on someone that requires twice as many dice rolls. It is now on a blodger, sure. But okay, why is the blodger there, PC? Why does PC not know how Rogers work? So, what you really, really need right now is to not have the Roger activate. And you've just put the ball in the literal square that guarantees that the Roger is going to activate. Because now it's going to roll, even on pushes, it's going to be on the ball. No, I mean, even if you pick up on this blodger, you can't be scared of this 1 in 36 over here afterwards. The ball should be over here. Nowhere near the fucking Roger. Literally nowhere near the Roger. So that the Roger can't activate. If he moves the ball over here, and Crystal and then dodges these to go through and screen it, and Crystal blitzes with the Roger, he's kind of given up, hasn't he? Because the Roger can't do shit to get near the ball, so blitzing here sucks. And if the Roger isn't the one blitzing, the Roger can't stand up. So, get the fuck away, just like in the first half, stop being near the Roger. Oh, and not only we would not be near the Roger, we're like literally jamming ourselves into a small corner with the Roger in the room with us. He should have gone there. So that if the Roger blitzes and gets a pow, he can't move. At least do that. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't matter. Ignore me. I guess he should have gone there. Or there. Or there. In fact, anywhere that isn't there. I'm not even certain what there does. Every other square I'm looking at has more benefits. There, so that he maintains the screen. So that if the Roger does on the ball, only the Roger's on the ball. And he can't fill these squares at all. Or come round and go above you. I like there. There's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, I put him there. Oh, fuck off. Alright, because again, as I mentioned earlier, right? As much as the part of Crystal's play that sucks is that he still regularly is stuck in this can't go wrong mode. Which is why, you know, he's in the group of people like Rick that we just call lucky all the time. It's just because of the way he plays. It's not because he is actually lucky. The bit that he's good at is what he's about to do. Which is harass the shit out of you. Like, that's the thing that he's good at. Oh. Okay, it's a weird choice to put the blodger there. Did immediately cast a witch, though. Apo in that badly hurt. I think it's okay. You're not going to get much use out of Apo in a KO on turn 13 anyway in this board state. So you Apo it anyway, just in case he does get the ball back and score. I'm okay with that. I think it would show insane confidence if he just ate that. A KO is not going to do that much, is it? Apo in a KO on like turn 14. When this guy comes back on turn 15, he's going to win the game for me. So the Apo's fine. I don't think they're playing horrible, Bron. I think they're making more mistakes than you would think. And it's possible because they know eyes are on them, right? Because of their opponent, they know people are watching this game. They know me and Jim are going to cover the game, and more people are going to be interested in the game. Good players are not immune to, like, nerves. The Rat Ogre Blitz was stupid, yeah. Not re-rolling it was insane. But then PC has not made the most out of that mistake, has he? He's still too near the Rat Ogre. He's still jammed himself into a too small a corner. This guy here, oops. So this guy that he's just come round on top of should have been over here to extend the screen so that no one could come round. Because he's not blitzing through any of these. He's, like, you got to recognize that he's obviously blitzing with the Roger. Like, literally, obviously blitzing with the Roger. So this guy should have gone over here and extended the screen as wide as possible to give him more escape room. Not that he should be standing where he is in the first place, but if he is, this guy doesn't do anything, forming this weird column here. Juggernaut. Juggernaut. It doesn't matter because he rolled a push as well, but pretty funny. Okay, well, he's already taken this block. You've got to just one dice the Roger here, haven't you? Ooh, with who, though? With him? So it's a 1 in 36. So this is a 1 in 81. That's okay. But again, he shouldn't be there, right? He is currently causing him lots of problems. So then you dodge with this one to do the one dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, you can dodge with this one to do the one dice. Meaning it's a 1 in 36. Because you don't want to do it with the Witch. Because if you get a push, it's into reds. You don't want to do it without block. You don't want to do it with him because it's a 1 in 9. So he comes and does the blitz for the one dice. That frees up him, and the Witch, and him. But this guy's now in the fucking most annoying way in the world. But you got to go this way after that. You got to go left, away from the Roger. So if you're going to go left away from the Roger, this guy should be straight up. Not left away from the ball, straight up. You can't push him right because you want to go through that square. You don't add an extra dodge for no reason. So straight up he should go. Yeah, see, that's... So the problem is this looks like he isn't going to fuck off over to the left. This looks like he's going to jam himself into the fucking corner again. That can't be right. Oh, he's got to move him first because he's pushing the Roger into that square and he was there, right? So he's got to move him first, but I think he's put himself in the wrong square. This also doesn't even help if he rolls like a 1 in 36 here or here. Like him being there doesn't help. So I think he should have fucked off over here. Because I think he has enough to have a cage on this side of the pitch. Gets the push. Yeah, gets the push and doesn't follow, which means he's definitely going to hide in this corner. The problem is there's too many fucking turns left. He's got another 3 turns after this. He's going to get absolutely crowded by a Roger and a Guard and more players. Yeah. Gets the 1 in 9 away. So this is okay. You can't get a Roger on the ball, but he's still going to be so crowded here, isn't he? How's he going to get out of this? He hasn't created any avenues of escape for himself. The witch could have fucked off to the left, giving him something to worry about. I think he was more worried about somehow, like, Crystal coming round the top and, like, blitzing with the... doing loads of 1 in 9s or whatever. But even if you strip from there's no good places for the ball to go because you've created a wider cage. So I don't think he should have worried about the back. The witch could have come out and, like, screened here. I think she was even better where she was. I don't like this witch placement at all. I'd rather Crystal waste his time going for, like, loads of 1 in 9 dodges than just crashing in on me. He can also just get this blitzer surfed. So that's another player down. Okay, he's not surfing. And he has hit his own player. But of course, he's completely fine. Weird direction to push him, but okay. Feels like you'd have been better pushing him towards the ball if you wanted the Roger in this area. Okay, so he has left an obvious weak spot here, but it's a really annoying one, isn't it? I mean, I guess you just have to 1 into 1 with the wrestler. Or the problem is if you do 1 into 1 and you roll the 2 there, doesn't help you a lot, does it? Oh. So if you're 1 into 1 in anyway, and a 2 is bad, so 1 in 9 is bad, you can come through with the witch and 1 into 2 that way. That does leave your witch stuck on the Roger, though. Oh, God, are you doing it with the ball? Can't do it with the ball, surely. At least the ball is still on a blodger here. Yeah, these 2 stuns are horrible, aren't they? Not being able to put anyone here and get the 2 dice. Really bad. I think you just have to go to the left through this wrestler. And hope you make this 1 in 9 to join them. So those are the 2 choices, aren't they? Blitz through the wrestler, bring the ball over here. And then hope you make the 1 in 9 for the L cage. And even then, it's an L cage. And rats are fast enough to go around the other side. Or you do something through this. Either 1 into 1 with the witch. Because a double push is enough. But then you've only got 2 players to come after you. Because the witch can't do it. Oh, fuck. It is real bad, yeah. This is so the problem is, like, I'm having to solve a problem I wouldn't be in because I wouldn't have jammed myself into a corner 2 turns ago. I mean, there's the ball carrier one, isn't it? You can ball carrier 1 in 9 into a block because he doesn't have to follow like the witch. It's just you're 1 in 9 in immediately with the ball carrier, which is just horrendous. But it does then allow 3 players to come through with you. Three plus with a built-in, and then 3 plus. I mean, what do you do if you don't roll the 3 plus on the block? You can't re-roll that. So everyone else is doing a lot of 1 in 9s, including someone who doesn't even have dodge. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess you have to do a rush to get to there. 8. And then the witch and this one can just come through then. That gives you the screen from the back. And then this is a 1 in 9 to give you the screen from the front. So you got the big L screen, but you're still standing. Like, you're literally just still standing in an L screen with no cover. So the best way to get out of that is this guy. Use a 3 plus, 4 plus through to fill the screen. And then you have like a wide cage. Like, you kind of have to do it. The alternative is jam yourself in the corner for another turn, isn't it? And then on turn 15, roll some dice. Which will be harder than this. He does go, oh, he doesn't get even a double down there would have been disastrous. The 5 rerolls is nice at this point, isn't it? Oh, I'm not entirely certain he needed that extra rush, because he's now doing extra rushes with these guys. Does make the 1 in 9, has a cage, and is doing the 3-4. Okay. Double rush. Oh, it's a single rush. Gets a cage. No point in re-rolling that. It's not going anywhere useful. I mean, he's got a cage. He's got a YouTube cage away from the ball. You know, ultimately, Crystal might feel a bit aggrieved there, but it wasn't crazy. The hardest dice roll there was 75%. It did cost PC a reroll. Well, it could have been avoided by not jamming himself into a corner when he picked the ball up. And then everything after that was like a snowball, because Crystal is very good at putting pressure on an opposing team. So that's a bit of PC not playing the player there. Like, if in ladder, he could have got away with that, because there's no way that a regular ladder player would have pressured him so hard there, and Elves would have walked past most players. In this kind of format, in NAF style, you need the reroll, I think. But PC has gone for 3 rerolls and leader, because this is an overtime format. And Dark Elves do draw a lot and end up in overtime. So having that extra reroll still available for overtime, super important. So I don't hate this build. It's okay. I would play this build. I'm not saying I would pick this build primarily, but I would be fine playing this build. With the 5 blodge. It's just the bigger problem is that it leaves you with just no bench. Like, it's awful, no bench. But you got to sacrifice something in this Poverty Bowl naff style all the time. That's a weird place to put that guard. Like, that's a weird place to put that guard, isn't it? Feels like that guard could be a better use somewhere else. Like, it could reach there, couldn't it? Just straight on the back of these two. Using him as the minder of this seems shit. You could do that with a line rat. Yeah, I mean, look, those could have swapped, right? The guard could have been on those two, and the line rat could have been there. Pushes, but not a pow. Not a pow. Okay. How'd you get out of this? I mean, there's red dice somewhere going to be necessary, isn't it? I feel like standing these up is a mistake, isn't it? They're just a 2+ to come help. I guess he's not. So he could go there for a 2+. That's the witch hitting for 2 dice. Into 2. Hopefully you get a pow. This is a 2 dice block. That gives you a 1 dice on the Roger. Because he's tagged. But I guess you can only dodge in this direction after that. Which is pretty shit. In that case, you shouldn't have stood him up. Because once you do the witch hit, you can dodge out. To help kind of screen off wherever you end up. That's probably the best, I think. 2+ here. 2 dice with the witch. Hopefully you get a pow or this is all gone to shit. 2 dice here. And you stay on a push. And then that's a 1 dice blitz on the Roger. And dodge that way. And then these are 3 2s to get out and come and screen. You might be able to get an L screen away from the stripper at that point. The alternative is to hit the stripper here. Oh, that works too. Okay, so the witch can hit the stripper further away. And then you come here. Oh no, because then when you do this, it's not a 1 dice, it's a red dice. Ugh. Ugh. I think the other way's better then. And then hope that you make the 3 2s out with these to screen wide over here. And he can dodge and come up and be the L. That's what I would do, I think. Fuck knows what he's going to do. I don't think you can risk going forward in any way here. There's too much, like, annoyance to go forward. It's a lot of red dice to go forward. And rats are so fast that going forward doesn't mean a lot anyway. You'd have to red dice here, which is okay. But you'd have to red dice here, needing 3/3. Then you 1 dice him to 1 in 9 away and be down here. But you've got no backup. You're just standing in the open. Oh, hang on. That was my computer telling me I needed... Wait, I've got storage space issues? Fuck off. I created like 100... What the hell? What's going on with my computer? Why have I got crazy issues with my fucking storage space now? Oh, I copied instead of cut. There we go. That fixed it. Hopefully I haven't... No, I copied instead of cut yesterday to clear some space. So hopefully that fixed it now and my my PC won't stop streaming. What did I miss? Okay, we've done the dodge. Okay, we've hit the stripper. And not broken armor. So this is 2 dice in there. We're going to red dice. We are going to red dice the Roger. We do get the pushes. And then we dodge away. I mean, we got the pows on the stripper. So you can actually dodge this way. But I'm not certain if that's better. And again, by the way, I'd like to point out that this guy's standing up. Such a huge mistake now, isn't it? So much more useful if you could dodge him now. Okay, we've got... It feels like we've gone a bit too far into the corner there. It doesn't get away from the stripper. Man, this one would be useful. Like, so useful, this guy. But both of these have got a 1 in 9 out, which isn't terrible, is it? 89. But you can't create the screen. Why are you... Is he just going to eye cage to force red dice from the gutter? This doesn't even force it. There's a guard here, so he... Oh, he can reach. He can reach to jam the guard in, so the guard can't help. And then it's red dice from the gutter. Okay, maybe that's the play. Oh, no, never mind. That doesn't do anything. I mean, that's... With the gutter here and these two here, that's just... You could even get easy 2 dice on that. That doesn't do anything, PC. Okay. Bit weird. And eats the fail because he realized... See, I mean, that eat of that 2+ is basically tacit acknowledgement that this doesn't do anything, isn't it? It's like I'm going to need my rerolls for the inevitable overtime because I've done nothing here. Oh, we're going for a 1er. Okay. Double dodge 1er. Gets it. This is, I mean, this is, he's going to strip this way. There's three elves there. This is almost certainly going to be in 2 tackle zones. It is, but it's in the nice 2 tackle zones. If it'd gone the other side, that was much more difficult. So a good 50-50 there. And we're just blocking with the Roger. Are we blocking with the Roger for this guy? This guy can score. So we're blocking with the Roger. Is it better? I guess it's better. It's a 1 in 9 with the Roger to avoid a 1 in 6. I mean, it is 2 1 in 9s with the Roger to avoid a 1 in 6 if you get pushes. I think it's still better, odds-wise. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got to do a rush. So if you're going to do a rush, you might as well do a handoff, because if it fails, you don't kill a gutter runner for overtime. Exact same dice, right? So he comes over here, and then this guy just hands off the ball to him. 2+ is 2+. You might as well do the one that doesn't come with a risk of murder to your own player. I mean, I know there's no overtime if he doesn't score. What I mean is, he's planning to score and go to overtime. So if it's 2+ to score, you shouldn't take the 2+. Oh, yeah, sorry, I see what you mean. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you're right, I'm an idiot. You still shouldn't do it because he should still be there in case you fail the rush. You can land in the end zone. But you should just do the handoff, right? I guess it's 2+, it doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. It does matter because if you stand in there for the rush, if you kill yourself on the rush and catch the ball, you still kill yourself, but you still score. Ha ha! I found a way where I wasn't wrong. But he should be there regardless, right? He should absolutely be there. Whether you're going to go for the rush and you have the bobble, like that tiny extra percentage of scoring, or you just do the handoff. I mean, this feels... This doesn't even remove a dodge, does it? And he's just used him now. Okay, well, we've removed that tiny percentage of scoring. And he's got a Kaz. What do I know about Blood Bowl? Just always take the extra blocks. Good job, Crystal. Makes the dodge. Makes the pickup. All the way through to the end zone. Sure, but the odds of that being a POW into Kaz Tempest, probably about the same as the extra odds you get for trying to score using an extra person. Have I just tried rolling more Kaz? Yeah. Go for the kills. That's what it is, isn't it? This is pretty rough, isn't it? 8 rats. 8 things. You can't... I don't think you can do a regular one turn, even with the double frenzy here, with 8 players. I don't think so, anyway. I think you can do it if you get a quick snap and you've set up for the quick snap by putting someone here. I think you can do it better there. You might even be able to do it by blitzing through the line as well. I'm not certain. 12, 11, 10. You need 3. So you get 1 block. And then you get the witch block. I mean, yeah, you can, right? You can set up for this to do the 1 block push. And then get the other players in to form the funnel. And the witch can frenzy you into range. And then, because you haven't used the blitz, you can blitz through a gutter runner. So that's where you should set up for. The quick snap 1 turn. And then if you get a timeout, you've set up all on one side of the pitch anyway. So that's pretty good. I don't think there's any benefit to like stopping him from moving players on a blitz, is it? Because if he gets a blitz, you ain't scoring anyway. Because you didn't get a quick snap and you can't do a regular 1 turn. So this feels absolutely pointless to put players there. That is like unthinking. I have to base the LOS players. Isn't setting up for a quick snap. And gets a timeout. I guess is sort of set up for a timeout. Not really. I don't know what this guy in the middle's doing. But this guy's not basing him. Were we going for a 1 turn here? We can't have been, right? That's not right. If she was 1 to the right, we were going for the quick snap one, which I like. Should have done that. And if he was here instead of the witch, and the witch... Yeah, okay, never mind. The witch should have been there. We weren't going for the quick snap 1 turn. We should have done. But timeout, pretty good. Can get like a full screen and cage for a couple of scoring threats because for some reason Crystal set up like all the way back there. Very strange. Weird no man's land. Crystal seems to have set up as if the dwarves were going to throw a goblin. Not certain what happened there. I know it doesn't matter that much, but could we not have moved the free people, like, free person at least first? This is a bit close. The closer you are to the sideline, the easier it is to screen. Like if all of your players are over here and only this guy goes in the middle, if you blitz him and get a POW, then you can like triple like grid or whatever in front because you don't have any lateral movement to go off to the side. This is again too close to one side. I'm sorry that I'm pointing at everything with this big fucking annoying arrow. Did this right? Did the pickup did the handoff from the tackle from the side to base that rat? I like that. Can't go there. Can't go there, PC. Also probably doesn't need to go in this cage at all. Should probably have just been out here to spread the scoring threats. And then this guy should have been one back to defend this angle. Oh, well, at least he noticed that he couldn't go there. For those at home who are wondering why he can't go there, he creates most of a T-shape. So if Crystal had put a rat here and blitzed this guy from the front, then he'd have pushed the witch back out of scoring range. She's only just in scoring range, like 12, 11, 10, 9. If she gets pushed back 1, then she can't score. So he couldn't create a box shape there, or a T shape, because the witch could get pushed back. And we do... Okay. I kind of get it, that he doesn't want the Roger on the ball. But also, that was one of your scoring threats. If you were going to do that, then this guy should definitely have been one back. This one should definitely have been over here. So that if the Roger does POW, it can't move afterwards because it bases you. So you've at least removed the Roger from the getting in the way portion of the turn. And you are still a scoring threat. yourself, just in case. 3 seconds in his time bank. It's not even overtime. I hope I don't slow down that much in like 10 years' time when I'm PC's age. He's got to go all in here. There's no way he wins overtime, right? All 3 rerolls invested in scoring is like the way to go here. I mean, this is shit, isn't it? Why is... Come on, Crystal, again. Crystal's played this game a million times since Blood Bowl 2020 came out. Why is it tight? You know how jumping works. There's no reason for it to be tight. There needs to be a gap at the back. He's done it again. This is just tight. I mean, luckily he gets the POW and he jams the Roger in front. That's not right, is it? Okay. So that's a 1 dice on the Roger. Here. That gets rid of the Roger on a 2+. The problem is that he's just moved him there, so if it is a 2, he's in trouble for where he's going. He's going to have to go right, which is the hardest direction to score, because this one seems pretty weak here. Oh, this fucking thing. So let me wait to see, because he's going to do that first, right? Gets a POW. So he's out of the way. Now we can see what we got to work with. So we could base these two. Put someone here. No, that doesn't work. If you put someone here to make it a 2 dice block, you can't jump the body. Because the witch can't get to the square that jumps the body. Yeah, that doesn't work. I think you just have to 3+ him out of the way. And then just 3-3-2 with the witch. I don't think a 2 dice block works here, does it? Because the assist is here, which is in your way. Like how'd you get around that? You can't. Or maybe it does. It's still the same 3-3-2. If you go here, it's a 3+ dodge. But the problem is if you don't get the POW and you therefore you can't do the jump, then it's a 3-3-3-2. You can if you make it a 2+ dodge after the blitz. Well, no, because you need the POW then. Because you're standing in this square. So the only way to go round that is to go through one of these squares, which makes it a dodge there. So you're adding an extra dodge if you don't get a POW. So I'm not entirely certain it makes any difference. I think it's just adding a 3+ regardless. Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference. I think this to score is 3-3-3-2. Regardless of what you do and which way you do it. It's 3 3s and a 2. And then the rushes. I think that's what it is. I don't think there's any way is better than that. You can certainly tag here and blitz from here, because if you get the 5+, you can jump the body then. That's the only thing that you should make sure to do, is to blitz from this square. Also, because if you roll a 2, you're not in your own way if you blitz from this square. You fuck it completely if you roll a 2 here. So you have to blitz from this square after tagging here. And if you get a 5+, you go there and jump it. If you get a 3, you go there. Oh, no. Okay, so that was wrong. But he gets the 3. Oh! Oh! He gets it! Outrageous. Outrageous scenes. Hey, look! The pop-up happened at the correct time. Amazing. Didn't even get spoiled. So I thought that was a really good game for Penguin Academy. That is, if every game was like that for Penguin Academy, I would be fucking like a pig in shit. Congratulations, PC. We'll see you through in the winners bracket. And Crystal drops into the losers bracket, but will probably come through, right? Very unlucky if Crystal doesn't come through the losers bracket. He's playing his favourite team. There's a lot of bad players down there who can't handle agility teams played like Crystal plays them. So we still will probably see Crystal in the group stage. Be unlucky, but no one's immune to a dice in. Better players than Crystal, not immune to a dice in. So, you know, now he's at least teetering on the edge, whereas PC has got that glorious security blanket of 1 win. But yeah, I thought that was real good for analysis purposes. I love games where players are good but making mistakes. Those are the perfect thing, right? Because the mistakes they make are similar to mistakes that people who know what they're doing make. So you can talk about them like that instead of constantly saying, well, this is shit, isn't it? Blitz, like opening every turn with your blockless loner with the ball exposed. Like, that's just boring to me. Like, it's good for new players to like have it drummed into them, but it's pretty boring for me to constantly say every game at championship level. Whereas this, much more interesting. So yeah, very happy about that. And I don't think there was a deserved result there. Like, I think that Crystal's idiotic turn probably balanced out by a bunch of like bad decision turns from PC. PC didn't do anything as bad as that Crystal's turn, but Crystal played all the like harassment turns a lot better than PC played the anti-harassment turns. So, but no way for there to be a draw. And if that had gone to overtime, Crystal just basically freely wins. Yeah, replays not even slightly fixed, Flute. Zero part of the problems that were there yesterday's fixed. However, Christopher has a possible theory that the replays that are played after the update, the games played after the update, might not break. So we will find out later if that's true. He's probably wrong, but we will find out. Anyway, that was pretty good. Hope you enjoyed that in the future on the YouTubes, and I will see you next time. Yeah, I don't think he's right, but it is actually something interesting that may or may not be true. I thought that was a fun game. Everyone was saying I was going to like rip my hair out. I thought they were both going to play really terribly or something. But other than like, I think the problem is that I didn't rip my hair out as much because I always expect Crystal to play like that because he always plays like that. It's just it doesn't always go wrong. Yeah, the no reroll was super strange. Even for Crystal, the no reroll was strange. But with two rerolls and the ball not likely to get away, I think the problem is Crystal didn't see that like if it gets surfed and goes like thrown in south, that ball was away, like and clear. And then PC just didn't bother with the surf anyway. I wouldn't like Crystal's offensive setup. Offensive setup. Oh, wait. Oh, this? I'll be honest with you. I'm so tired of pointing out like people's shitty no blitz setups. Yes, it's garbage, isn't it? Like it's just trash. I didn't even like. You're right. I didn't. I like. I'm so used to seeing it. Like you can hear me like the pain in my voice at the 27th time of saying why can't people set up blitzes are a thing. Please for the like failed blocks are a thing. Failed pickups are a thing. Please for the love of fucking God set up properly. Like the pain in my voice at repeating it every time. I guess I just skipped it because the rest of this game was like interesting and exciting. But yeah, absolutely right. Trash setup. Include all of the things I just said. No reason to be this sloppy at all. Fuck it. I think I'll leave that bit in the VOD as well, just so it is in there for people, seeing as I missed it.